right, CVA students, well, welcome to week number 8. Is it going by fast? You guys remember our grid view? I have this grid view to help you go through, navigate the slides a little bit faster. This is home. This is your game plans. This is your week at a glance. This is your online assignments. The suggestions how to turn in your work. This is the links I'm using today. If you ever need to submit late work, helpful tips. Top 4 mistakes students are making in my classroom, distance learning schedule, the one pager if you get lost, and my website. And this slide, I always like to say game plans. September 28th to now October 2nd, 2020. This week we're learning on 1.15 solving quadratics. Little crazy, guys. This week and next week, we're going to finish up 1.15, and then you guys are going to take a chapter test or for module 2, 1.1. It mostly deals with quadratics. What's our learning goal? Students will be able to identify characteristics of quadratic functions and their skills practice packets. Those are the Common Core standards for math there that we're using. Game plan. Our agenda is also go over 902 news, late work. A week at a glance, and then we're going to do a warm-up question. I know you guys are starting to get stressed, and I need you guys to be careful of this. I normally don't write referrals. I don't want you to have to go through the referral process, and so something that really helps is kind of like the communication aspect, right? Letting me know what's going on. Not waiting till it's too late. Not waiting till I have to send a really scary email to you, your parents, and my administrators. Let's not go in that direction, okay? It's more work for me, it's more work for you, and you're probably gonna get yelled at by your parents, and we don't want that. What's our room 902 news? Your best friend Khan Academy is due this week. Remember, if you click on my Google Slides and the share notes, you need a total of 2 hours, okay? 60 minutes per month. I didn't check last month. 60 minutes for the month of September. And this is due by Wednesday at 8 a.m. You already had this deadline, so it's not like I've just put it on you. I've been announcing it. Now, you're not sure how to count up your learning minutes. You can click on this video. This video was created by my previous TA, Pamela. She was in my class a couple years ago, and she made this video. And that'll help you figure out how much learning minutes you have. How do you get the 120 learning minutes? Videos I sign in Khan Academy, articles I sign in Khan Academy, and math problems I sign in Khan Academy, okay? Also, big news is quiz number 3, okay? I'm gonna post this by tomorrow at 12 p.m. in Edulastic, and it's due by this Sunday by 1 p.m. So you have, you're gonna have 5-6 days to complete it. And here's a bonus. This is kind of new, kind of weird, hopefully helpful to you. The bonus is if you come to office hours on Wednesday and Friday from 12:55 to 1:35 p.m. and there are other students there, you get to work with them. Whoa! So you can actually show up, and you can even take it as a pair or group quiz if you show up to office hours. So you're going to have to prioritize that, and I get to pick the groups. Some students are asking me, where is week number 8? Or where is these Google Slides? So I want to show those to you. I'm going to have to just talk through it. If you guys go to your eCadence, and on mine, let's see if I can cast my screen here. Chrome tab, conferences, share. Okay, so if you go to the modules, and then you click on, so we're saying week 8. If you click under 8.1, the weekly conference, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, I kind of highlighted it, this will actually bring you to the slides that you're seeing right now. So some students were asking me about that, so I want to make it pretty obvious. Also, to remind you guys, I know that eCadence is a way for you to kind of just see it works everything, but remember, it's a way for you to get to work and turn in work. So Aries is the official way of posting grades. Now, they may not be exactly accurate, so always look at the Aries one. A couple of things about eCadence and Aries. You can actually, if you didn't get the score you wanted, let's say you didn't get a perfect score, a couple of things, you can click on the grade and there is actually comments. So definitely look at those. What else I want to say about grades? They've updated us about attendance. So I did change some things in Aries. For attendance, on these synchronous days, you cannot make up. So you get like a participation point. And if you're missing work for that week, you actually lose participation points as well. Now, here's a good thing for my class. If you submit late work, which I'm going to go over again, and you complete that late work and get 100% on it, I can go back and not only change the assignment, like your skills practice packets, I can also change the participation grade, okay? So that'll be a huge benefit to some of you guys. All right, let's go over late work. In my class, if you don't turn things on time, or if it's incomplete, I just consider it late work. That's just the word I use, late work. The most common mistake for late work is not changing the share settings. So I click on it and it says restricted access, Mr. Ng. And I'm like, change those settings, okay? Why do I just consider it late work? Well, in my classroom, in room 902, there's a tray, it says late tray, and I want you to get 100%. And I actually accept all assignments for 100%. Remember, some teachers don't accept late work. And some teachers even take 50% off. But I'm willing to let you finish it, something that's incomplete, to get full credit. Even an assignment you've already turned in, let's just say you got 95% on it, you can make it 100%. So how you can get 100%, so how do you do that? It's just like a utility bill. Ask your parents. Ask them to show you a bill. Maybe you're doing the math and you're actually helping your parents pay the utility bills. Let's just say you have to pay $165 by February 15th, 2017. You can pay it like 1 hour before. You can pay it a week before the deadline. But if you pay it 1 day afterwards, you owe an extra $14, okay? So you pay the bill plus the late payment. What's the bill? That's like the assignment. So if I ask you to turn in a skills packet, turn it in. And you have to attach late payment to that, okay? Some students are trying to turn in late assignments without my permission and saying, Mr. Ng, I've turned it in, how come you haven't graded it? It's because you haven't turned in the late payment, okay? So they'll have a notification on mine that says you've turned it in, but remember, you have to have a combination of both these things in order for me to look at it and change your grade. To summarize what this says, you use this template, you basically find any coronavirus article. You look on the internet, CNN, Reuters, CBS News, whatever it is, find any article on COVID-19. On this template, it shows you take a paragraph to summarize it, a paragraph to explain what does it mean to you personally, and the third paragraph is how do you connect that to math. You copy your Google document template link and you turn it in through this link, and this is kind of like my late tray. So that's where I go to look for all the late work, okay? If you want a super step-by-step 10-minute video, there it is. You can watch that later. So there are two locations you can get to turn in late work. You can click on this word, late work, or you can go to eCadence and on the front page it says late work link and the video. Videos if you need help with it. That's the awesome. There's a good question. Someone said, is there a deadline for late work? I accept it all the way to the very end. Now guys, I don't think you guys realize, so like, let's just pretend I have pictures on my slides, but in my classroom, 902 at Savannah, okay, I'll usually end 6th period and I'll run to the bathroom, I come back, and there's a long line. You know, the popular rides at like Disneyland, you know, take like a long time. There's a long line to turn in late work because I actually take it to the very end. Now, this is really counterintuitive. I don't know if you guys realize this. Late work for teachers is actually a lot of work. And the reason why I take late work is to help you. So let's make sure we're clear on the same page. Late work does not help me. It actually makes me do more work. But I do that to help my students so they can get 100% and increase their grades and to make them happy. You're welcome. So you might actually have faced teachers who don't accept late work or 50% off. So I'm trying to help you, but don't take advantage of it because I can always take away privileges. Some advice from other students. So on your quizzes, remember this week you can do the group one if you attend the office hours, but again, you're not allowed to use the internet. You can't ask other people for help, but you can use your notes, you can use your skills practice, you can use the foldables. Super helpful. Let's talk about our assignments. So everything in red, it has been graded. And if you have not turned it in, it's considered late. You just click on that late work, gives you what I just explained to you. It goes back to that slide, okay? What are you guys turning in this week? Last week you didn't turn in anything. And this week you are turning in something. It's like a packet, okay? Some students are asking, like, the last week's issue we had in class is like you just have to upload those 3 assignments all at once, okay? It is okay if you submit it as 3 separate submissions, it'll come through. But the best one that Sharon did was like she just submitted it 3 Google assignments, 3 PDFs, and that works, okay? So these are the things I'm looking for this week. Skills Practice 113, the second quadratics foldable, it's a different form, standard, vertex, and factored form, and then Skills Practice 114. Again, that'll be due on this Sunday by October 4th at 1 p.m. What I'm assigning this week, which I'll show you guys in the next slide, I'm not collecting this week. So I'm actually giving you guys some time to do that assignment. What's our central question? How do you solve quadratic equations? Right after this, we're going to do a warm-up to prepare for your quiz. It's suggested. Again, you don't have to absolutely finish it this week. Skills Practice 115, which I'm not going to release until maybe a little bit later this week, maybe tomorrow. But definitely these are the things that are due by this Sunday. Your quiz on Edulastic and assignment 7.4, which is what I just said, Skills Practice 113, that foldable, and Skills Practice 114. Remember the foldable, just like you guys did last time, just take a picture of inside, outside, that's great. And I think that's all I have for you guys for week number 8. Oh, before you leave, before I finish this, I have 4 old quizzes as study guides, okay? Some teachers don't do this, but I do this because I think it helps you guys. How do I know that? I see a lot of view counts. I see college professors do this. These are my quizzes from the previous years. And in this blank, you have a PDF file. So you can print it and just try it. You can skip problems, and then you have the video under the date. So you just click on this left column, and it'll bring you to my video. And I'll explain it step by step. You'll actually hear other students talking because it's actually from a live classroom that I recorded, or it just might be me at home. But the goal is that in some ways to help build your confidence, okay? So let's just say like, Mr. Ring, I'm super confident. I'm gonna kick butt on that quiz. Great, you might just wanna take one of these, okay? You're like, Mr. Ring, I'm totally lost. I'd probably recommend like 2 or 3 of those. Just press play and do the problems with me. That's super helpful.